Welcome to this course. The main content of this course is 基本商务礼仪和自我介绍 the basic business etiquette and self-introduction. Well, first, we have learned Chinese pinyin in last lesson. In general, pinyin is a process of spelling syllables, which is to combine initials and vowels in rapid succession and add tones to form a syllable, according to the formation law of Mandarin syllables. Let's move on to the topic of this lesson, business etiquette. Etiquette is the expression of respect for oneself and others. Whether in Australia or China, it is an art of communication. So let's start the first part, greetings. A polite greeting in Chinese is to say 你好, accompanied by a smile and a nod, or a handshake, as in the picture. Different from English, hello in Chinese is divided into two forms, 你好 and 您好. In Chinese, 你好 is usually used in greetings from peers or elders to juniors, while 您好 is used in greetings from juniors to elders, or when you think the person is worthy of your respect. And besides these ways of greetings, when we are in front of the public, we can say 大家好, 大家好, which means hi, hello, hello everyone. About the aspect of the time, in the morning when we meet some people, we can say 早上好, which means good morning. And here, it can also be combined 大家早上好, which means good morning everyone. This is actually a small difference between Chinese and English. Do you find it? Well, in English, everyone is expressed after good morning. The subject comes after the predicate, while in Chinese, everyone, 大家 is expressed before good morning, 早上好. The subject comes first. And there are also others greetings like 下午好, good afternoon, 晚上好, good evening. Well, we can go to the next part. Is how should we address each other? Well, when we introduce this part, we will first learn the expression of Chinese name. Different from Australia, the expression of Chinese name is first called the family name and then called the given name. For example, 曹植. Cao is family name, Zhi is given name. And for the example in English, Tom Smith. Tom is given name, Smith is family name. So when we call others, be careful that the first name is their last name in China. In general, when meeting with partners, we should address them by their family name and then add their position after greetings. For example, if the reception's name is Zhi Cao, is a manager of the partner company, we can call him Cao Jingli, which means manager Cao. Similar, Zhang Kuaiji. Zhang is the family name. Kuaiji means accountant. Zhang Kuaiji means accountant Zhang. And Li Gong means engineer Li. There are also the other way to call a person as Cao Xiansheng, mean Mr. Cao. And if she is a woman, call the person as Cao Nushi, means Miss Cao or Mrs. Cao. This type of address is not limited to business, but also can be used in life. Well, for the next part, business card. I think it is useful and convenient for business social. When two people meet for the first time, They exchanges each other's name and then exchange business cards. The company name, position, telephone number, and other information are on this card, which will save people's time, and I think it's really convenient. And for this advice, and for this part, I have a little advice about when you go to for your travel to China, you can download a WeChat app. WeChat app is a very convenient app in China, and Chinese people basically use WeChat to socialize and pay for anything. It can also be used in enterprise, just to add the enterprise version WeChat account. Both parties can know each other's according to the information in their moments. Well, let's go to the next big part, self-introduction. Now I will explain how to introduce our Chinese name. For example, 我的名字是曹植。My name is 植曹。And here are also other expressions that have the same meaning but different expressions. Like one of it is 我是曹植。我是曹植。And the other 叫曹植。They all means I am 植曹。And for the age part, 年龄 age 年龄。If you want to express that you are 20 years old, you can say 我20岁了。I am 20 years old. And you can also say 我今年20岁了。I am 20 years old this year. The sentence of this, the structure of this sentence is easier to express in Chinese than in English. Just the subject and the age number. And for the next part, how should I express where I am from? For this part, for example, 我来自澳大利亚. We can say I am from Australia. Just say 我来自澳大利亚. And if you want to say I am from Adelaide, you can say 我来自阿德莱德. Just I am or I come from add a place or country. Let's go to the final part. Hobby 爱好 hobby. Well, how to introduce our hobby? Let me take an example. 我的爱好是游泳。我的爱好是游泳。My hobby is swimming. My hobby is swimming. And the other way is I like skating. Means 我喜欢滑冰。我喜欢滑冰。This is more easier for the last one. I think this part is the most important part of self-introduction. It is easy for people to find common topics and find common topics in the relationship between people. And I believe it will also have an impact on business cooperation. Well, the above is the whole content of this course. If you have any questions, please give me the email. And thank you.